Good morning, all you Sassy Girl Dad fans out there. Today's Wednesday. Looks like it's going to rain today. Very overcast. And, well, a little cooler. Yesterday it was pretty warm. I tried to do this video actually last night, but one thing I learned trying to do that video was nothing happens if you don't hit the record button. So I am doing it this morning and getting ready to, of course, go to work. And a couple of things I wanted to talk about, really, I learned last week. As you well know, I got sick a couple of times last week doing this diet. And I think one of the problems, quite honestly, is something that I've struggled with my entire life, and that is listening to my body. I think that, number one, I've never listened to my body as far as when it's full of food. I've been a chronic overeater for a long time. And I don't know if that stems back to my teenage years or not, but I grew up in a large family, and I don't want to say that getting food was competitive, but I think it kind of felt that way sometimes. And so, being the oldest of 6 children, I think I often felt like I deserved more as far as it came for food. And I don't know, I don't want to put any blame on my parents, because I know my mom's watching, because I don't think it had anything to do with them not providing it. I think that it just is something that happens in big families. And I think in most cases, a lot of people learn how to control that later in life, and I don't believe that I have. So that's something new that I'm learning, is to listen to my body. And I don't know, it's hard to know what to do in that situation when you're so not used to feeling hunger pains. It's so different not knowing what to do when you feel like you're full and there's still food on my plate. So overcoming some of those overeating issues has also been a real challenge. And like I said, it really didn't occur to me that maybe I had that issue for a long time until last week. Now, I know that there are prescriptions, medications. I know some people even go have surgery to resolve the issues that I have, weight-wise and whatnot. And even with overeating, I know there's some for binge eating and all of those things. And I think that those are all great solutions for some people. For me, however, it's just not the road that I want to take. I think that those methods are good to get people started, but eventually you have to learn to control yourself. Self-mastery. And again, something that I have not done most of my life. And again, those who are on those prescriptions and whatnot, I don't want to allude to that they're terrible or bad, and no judgment from me. I'm just speaking from my standpoint, that to me they are only a temporary solution, and I'm seeking permanent solutions. And I honestly think for me, the only way to do that is to just have the willpower to retrain myself to see food in a different light, change my relationship with food. and I'm progressing. It may take a while. It's not that I've done terrible the last few weeks with that, because I certainly have not. But it's just something that I have noticed. Another change that I've had to make that maybe I didn't realize at first. The other thing is soda. Now, I would be lying to you if I didn't say that I've been addicted to soda probably most of my life. There were a few times where I've gotten off of it for brief periods, maybe a few months at most, but I always went back to it. I know that's a habit that started when I was a teenager. Pepsi was my elixir of life, practically, for a long time, and Dr. Pepper, I grew up watching my father drink loads of Dr. Pepper. So I guess I learned or thought that was okay. What I'm learning now is it's probably a big part of my weight issues. The sugar content in it is outrageous, and I knew that all along, but it's sort of like I didn't care. I wasn't listening to my body. I just disregarded it, whether because I thought I needed it, the caffeine or whatever. But I don't know. You can't replace energy, real energy, with a substitute like caffeine and soda. That's what I'm learning. Even energy drinks, they'll give you a temporary boost, but they're really not, again, a very permanent solution. And they're just not good for you. Yep. Did get my Cardio Miracle bottles, for those who didn't know. But overall, I have not weighed myself yet this week. A little bit scared to. I don't know why. Probably because I just don't want to find out if that scale's moved or not. But I am feeling good. Done a lot better this week as far as balancing out my fasting and how much I eat during my non-fasting hours. I want to get a smartwatch to help try and track my calories being burned every day, as soon as I'm able to afford one. But because I think that'll also help just try and keep me on track, make sure I'm not eating too many calories during my non-fasting hours. But future plans, really overall so far this week, like I said, I'm feeling good. Things are going well. Trying to always be positive and just love the people around me. And again, I know there's people out there who are struggling with the same issues that I have. The overeating, soda. I attribute a lot of my willpower of overcoming the soda part to Cardio Miracle. For whatever reason, when I started taking it, I just did not desire soda anymore. And I don't know if because maybe my body's finally getting a lot of the nutrients that it needs, since Cardio Miracle has about, I think it's over 50 different vitamins and minerals and whatnot in it, as well as a compound in there that boosts your nitric oxide levels. If you don't know about that, you should really look into it, because it's basically a gas produced by your body that, as you age, decreases. But it has a lot to do with, or that gas has a lot to do with cleaning out your cardiovascular system and increasing your blood flow, your circulation. It also helps with your endocrine system. And again, you should really look into it. It's actually from the interview that I watched the other day about it, was the base components for it were actually used by bodybuilders and weightlifters, athletes, again, to help increase circulation in their body, to show better improvements in their performance. Of course, science took it further than that, and now we have what we have today. Combine that with all the vitamins and minerals and stuff that are in it. I just know I wake up every day feeling so much better than what I did a month ago. And people have made comments about that, and I really want that to continue. See positive changes, and that's what we're looking for. Because again, this whole journey is not about just weight loss. It's also about being a better me. I've taken too much time in my life where I was not number one, and right now I need to choose to make myself that, because without me, there's other people out there that depend on me that I can't help if I'm not here. So that sounds kind of heavy, but that is the reality of it. And again, I know there's other people out there struggling with it, and if you really would like to join in, walk beside me in my journey, I'll walk beside you on yours. You just have to get started, and start today. Drop me a comment or whatever, direct message me, call me if you know me, and I'm here to help. I'm here to be encouraging. I'm here to give you some pointers on getting started, but don't put it off anymore. And with that, I'm just going to say we will see you all in the next video.